What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Player of the Month, Out Felix. He is an 87 rated SBC and honestly not a bad card. He's in until I believe the 2nd of January, so you've got plenty of time to do him, and honestly I think he's definitely worth the grind. Straight off the bat, I think he's a cracking player. I liked his inform, didn't think it was the most amazing player, but this then now a further free upgrade is absolutely cracking, and hopefully if we do continue to get these upgrades with Zhao, obviously last year he managed to get up to a 90, which we'll have a look in the kind of end review, but honestly he's got a potential to be somewhat of a card that we wanted last year. Team of the season Felix incoming would be amazing. So let me know down below, are you finishing Felix? I personally would grind him. I wouldn't really bother doing him straight off the bat because you've got so long to do. There's so many packs and SBCs coming out. Normally Futmas is kind of like a time for a lot of SBCs, and then obviously we go into team of the year from that. So just be wary of all of them, and remember Felix until the 2nd. So let's jump right into it. So Felix is coming in at about 390 on the Xbox and about 385 to 380 on the PlayStation. Obviously up and down depending on what time of day and what day you are actually looking at him. At the moment I think the market's pretty stable, going downwards rather than being up in the air, just because the icon SBC is gone and we have had Matt HD gamers. The market crash is here, so obviously there is panic, there is a lot of selling, a lot of buying. It's an unknown as such at the moment. We know that I think foot swaps and icon swaps are potentially coming. Icon swaps should be any point from now onwards. It should be December, so I can imagine that'll probably be either this Friday or next Friday at the latest, and then obviously Futmas normally starts somewhere around now, so that again should be at some point. If, well, I'm hoping Christmas isn't cancelled for them, but we'll never know. In terms of him then, 5-star skiller, 4-star weak foot. He is 5'11" with the right foot and a medium work rate and a lean body type. 87 pace, 89 shooting, 82 passing, 89 dribbling. Cracking stats indeed. If we do look in comparison to his 81, a 6 on his pace, 8 on his shooting, his passing, 6 on his dribbling and defending, 9 on his physical. It's a very good upgrade from his 81. From his 84, a little bit more respectable, 3s, 4s and 5s. It's still a very big upgrade, and if we do look at the 84, he is coming in at just shy of 100,000 coins. So for practically 300,000 to an extent, maybe 250 in terms of untradeable cards, you can go get an 87, a free plus upgrade from that card. We will look at the SBC and what you've got to give up at the end, so if you want to stay there, definitely. 88 composure, lovely stuff. Agility and balance is very nice. We've got good pace on him, finishing's cracking. We've got good-ish passing for a centre forward striker, most definitely. And in the Chemstral, we're looking at a hunter. Obviously, max out that pace, max out that shooting. He'll end up having 97 pace, 95 shooting, turn him into a 91 rated striker. Honestly, I can't sell this card more to you. He is a wonderful card to play with. He is 87 rated and goes into the La Liga team, and I think for me, I spent probably half of this on an Inaki Williams. I would most definitely put double in for this one. After playing with Inaki and kind of using a few of the La Liga strikers, this one definitely is at the moment my favourite card. So let's jump into some gameplay, see what he did. So for me, he managed to get a hell of a lot more assists than kind of goals in terms of what he can do, and honestly just being able to kind of play with the ball, manage to kind of dink it round players, nice little bit of skills. He genuinely wins quite a lot, and unfortunately I didn't actually take the penalty there with Felix, which probably would have buried it, but I realised I had a different penalty taker on at the time, and we see consistently him running through. Heading isn't necessarily his strong point, but we see there he has a chance of getting that. If he can win that consistently, honestly, it's a nice card to really try and get that. Nice skills, always agile, and that's one thing that I do like him. And it seems this game, the keeper was on absolute form with him. Sometimes it can be my kind of game style. Maybe it doesn't kind of show the greatest sort of play, but in terms of just, as you can see, the sheer amount of chances that he got, it's unlucky for the moment, but you know that that card can go through. And honestly, I had no problems with him whatsoever. He managed to break through the defense. It was probably my end of game result. It's like if I had 50 shots versus someone had 5 shots and it was 2-0 to them. It's how I finish. It's not necessarily the player, because I'm putting them in the positions and I'm the one shooting. Sometimes it's not on right there. So as we can see with Felix, 397, 386. We'll have a look at the SBCs right to end with, but just looking at him as a player in general, he is only 21 years old. So he's came in FIFA 19, managing to get himself his first team of the season for Benfica. Then he made his whopping move to Atletico Madrid, where he just went for a stupid amount. I can't even remember the price, but I know it was over 100 million. And in terms of kind of play, he didn't really do too much last year. He really kind of got handed it as such, road to the final, nothing they could do about that. That's kind of based on the team's performance. He did get a future star, which is always nice. It was a very nice 92, and then he did manage to go and get a 94 Summer Heat card, which I believe, I don't know if he actually won the vote. That one may have been draft, if I'm correct. So obviously it was the same rating as his road to the final in the end anyway. And then we move on to this year. Much better start. Inform, player of the month, next gen, which is very interesting cards. Do kind of like the colours to them, but managing to get 2 specials already beaten in-game performances from literally last year. Man of the match there. I think that's man of the match, and that's man of the match. And then I think that is footies. And then obviously he got himself a team of the season. So if he continues on this rate, we could really be seeing a team of the season Felix coming this year, which would be absolutely phenomenal. And if we do just quickly have a look at the Hunter, before we go on to the links, I've personally put a few down there. Carrasco, Llorente as 2 special Atletico players. Obviously you do have Suarez, but I think them 2 for me are more able to go into a team more than Suarez, in my opinion. But like you see, the Hunter, 97, 95, good passing, dribbling's already up there. Physicals, not really going to change too much. Already got the 5 stars. Trait-wise, we have got outside of the foot shot and flair. Very nice traits to have. And if we finally go and look at Portugal, as I've kind of already mentioned, the Atletico players, there's not really too many more. We've got Bruno, Ronaldo, all of the icons, Bernardo, Guerrero, plenty of players to get your teeth into, and obviously they will continue to get in forms. All you really need is Ronaldo and Bruno, and you've got him linked up pretty nicely there, and honestly that's all you need. 2 of them as cams, him as a striker, jobs are good, or vice versa, put Ronaldo up there, because you could link Felix to another La Liga player or anyone like that. So plenty of links to go by if we can find them again. And finally, going on to the SBC. So if we do have a quick look at it, which he is over here, you need 3 SBCs. You need, if I just unclick these, there should be a button to do them all. There probably is that I've not found. An 84 rated team, 80 chem, 1 inform, 1 Portuguese. Pretty simple, coming in at 60k. Obviously, do your upgrades. This will get this done so much easier if you do them upgrades. Obviously the 80 chems a little bit more tough, so you will have to kind of get halfway there with the upgrades and then maybe buy a player or 2, because there's so many to get that obviously you're not going to be able to do them all. Then you've got the 85, 75, 1 in form, and a Madrid player again. Look at the new team of the week. Make sure you're always going for the live team of the week, as they're normally the cheapest in price. And finally the 87, which does come in at 220, making the price pretty much half the price up for this card. And it's coming in with how much chem? 50 chem. For me, that's pretty simple. It is just a fact. You are giving up high rated players. There's no informs, so you can't complain there. Just need a Portuguese player. Bernardo Silva may be a little bit more expensive, so Pizzi is probably your best option there. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. And if you are still listening and you're a channel member, thank you very much for the transaction, and let's get it into the next one. Subscribe, like, peace.